Oh. Just gonna jump straight into it today. Hey, Jake. How are you? Uncomfortable, I guess. But otherwise, feeling fine. I'm feeling a bit more optimistic about playing the track today, which is probably an upside. This is why I'm jumping straight into it. Hello, Soup Played. Your name's just Soup Played now. You used to have MK at the end, didn't you? New name, awesome. That's one of the things that Lewis said that I'm quite good at, is that I notice new details. Oh, I've got like a good attention for detail, like really easily. Or at least, well, maybe not easily. Still miss things, obviously. But everyone does. Playing Auto Kart, Yoshi Falls, because I crave something different, aiming for worldwide tops Auto Kart there. Still find it hard to believe that actual auto tops exist. I'm playing Cherry Blossom Gardens for worldwide tops. Sounds fun. I don't know how Cherry Blossom Gardens plays. I assume it's a mock bike track, but I really don't know. There is a track that I thought you would actually be pretty good at, Jake. Can't remember the name of it now, but it's the one where it has the little hidden mushroom in the bushes. You can jump over a part of the corner. You can jump like you can take a little shortcut over a wall on a corner. I don't remember what that track is. I know Justin's had the BKT there since like 2017. Sunset Ridge, I think that's the one. Oh, why is the dashboard not up? That's the one. Yeah. I had to look it up just to double check. That's the one. I feel like you'd be good at that track. Whether you'd go for the BKT or just try and drive a decent time there. I feel like it's because of the mushroom section. I think most people that I've seen don't know how to control the mushroom section, and obviously you've had a bit of practice with mushroom peaks, so you might be able to control it better. If I achieve it, I'll do MC3. Is that Cherry Blossom Gardens or Sunset Ridge? I assume Cherry Blossom, because that's what you were actually doing. Oh, you dick. That's me. I'm the dick. I had the opportunity to time the shroom correctly, and for some reason I did it too late. Cherry, fair enough. Good luck. I don't know how that track plays, but it sounds like you are confident with it, so that's all that matters. Are you just going for like strictly 10th place, or is the boundary a bit more lenient, so you could go for like 5th if you wanted to? I don't know how that track works. Hey, Ixie. Right. Do you like MC3? No. Hey Jordan. I only just started, but I'm already getting past the triple mini turbo, so it's nice. Feeling more optimistic tonight as well, which is not something that I'm going to try and waste. So I started off straight away as soon as the stream loaded. And now I can't seem to do the beginning. 2 years. Where's the other 4? Or the other 3, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I like the track as much as you can like it after spending so much time on it. And pain and suffering. You have that sometimes. It'll always be my favourite to drive though, because it is my best by a landslide. You're only 0.2 off 10th worldwide, by the way. That sounds doable. To get then. Yeah, he's talking about Cherry Blossom, whatever it's called again. Cherry Blossom Garden, Cherry Blossom Courtyard, Cherry Blossom behind McDonald's. Cherry Blossom service station on the M25, you name it. Cherry Blossom anything, it just instantly makes it better. Actually does. I imagined all of those places but with Cherry Blossom just kind of scattered around everywhere. Which is really strange. I twitched on that turn for some reason. Anyone see it? I don't want to know what happens after this. Cherry Blossom Jake can tell. Oh god. If you can make one that's entirely Cherry Blossom themed, that would be an interesting change. Well, we've had a plenty of Jake and Tells already recently. I think we need a bit of a break. Though it's nice to know that you're a Mexican, Jake. Oh, the Super Mario Kart. Do you know who it was? I know, Sami, who's like I think he was the best PAL player for the original Mario Kart. Me and him follow each other on Twitter. And which way is this goddamn USB cable? There it is. And I remember seeing a little like mini documentary on the Nintendo channel of him and his niece. Oh, Goomba plays Double Dash. Fuck that trap playing MC3. But Jake, you're only 0.2 away from the worldwide top 10. Don't give up on your target to play this. It's like giving up something really good to play this. I don't really know anything else. would relate. Cherry Blossom got updated recently, didn't it? Oh, fair enough. He's the best double dash player. There you go then. Yeah, no, I know Gumbao. Woo! What was that? That wasn't that triple mini turbo. It was just that. I thought I was gonna fuck it up, and it was just like, no, it's all right. Well, I thought I'd fucked it up. Sorry. Just an excuse to woo really loudly. Eh. What is going on with this? Hold on, let me just sort out my hand a minute. Double Dash is so satisfying to watch. I remember actually going to one of Goomba's stream, and he kind of just... I just asked him, like, what are a couple of really interesting techniques on Double Dash? And he showed me one of them where he was on Mushroom Bridge, and it sounded like he was just like going on the analog stick, but he was drifting perfectly sideways across the bridge. It was ridiculous. It was amazing. Like I just remember being so amazed by that one technique. DS as well. DS is really cool to look at, especially if you see one of the really fast pace tracks played. Pop into a Super Mario Kart stream of his, and he was time trialing this. This is an interesting time trial on the original game, because you can just jump into the dirt and just cut off half the turns. So the laps are a lot faster, but as there are 5 of them overall, the time eventually is like a lot slower. So I think standard records there are like 126, 127, or from at least the top players that I've seen. What was your lap 1? Low 2, I assume. 250. Oh, that's not bad. Does anyone remember the time where I just did like a warm-up on Daisy Hills, and then I came to play this track and nearly PB'd in my first attempt? Like my very first try was a 0.4 or something. I have it as a highlight. I don't remember what. Actually no, I think it was like, it wasn't a finished 118.4, but it was like a run that could have 0.3'd as my first attempt or something. Daisy Hills does not play similar to this at all, no. It was just what my random gave me. You remember that. You're gonna be like remembering lots of things Soup played. Like in a few months' time, I'll be like, hey Soup played, remember that stream where I was like, hey Soup played, do you remember this? And you're like, yes, I do. Ah, good times. I wish I still had slippers. And that's it. That'll be the reminiscence. Oh, excuse me. Your time on Jungle Jamble is 1:15. No, it isn't. Oh, are you referencing Shane? Ah, I gotcha. Shane just wanted me to watch his Jungle Jamble PB on stream, and I told him for like 3 days straight that I would only do it after I PB'd on BC64. To then do it and for him to complain about it. He was like, "Why are you showing my run?" And I'm like, "Because you asked me to for like a week." Oh, good times. What's even funnier is actually I had set a random run on that track with the N64 controller, which beat his time. It was also the August 31st, so it was very close to your break. That's literally like the day before my break. And I'm surprised you remember that. The part where Soup has like an entire log on his desk or something of crap that I've done. It'd be like 14 past midnight on the 18th of July 2020. Sean excused himself from playing MC3 to go and take a lavatory break, which took him approximately 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Never been that quick in my life, what am I saying? 7 minutes and 36 seconds. Bad beginning, purgatory, yep. Know that feeling all too well. Well, I'm kind of in, like, what the hell is this lap purgatory at the moment? Or what the hell is this lap? Full stop. Don't give me that again, please, thanks. Oh my god. 22:26:45 BST on October the 7th, 2020. Sean got done joking about my memory of shit he's done. I like how it's October the 7th. Not October the 10th. This is something I've already done. I don't have memory of this at all. We got, what about the 7th of August? 1:45. No. Yeah, actually like between 1:30 and 1:45. 1:30 midnight, 1:45. Or something like that. Soup left the stream to go and punch his brother. While I casually PB'd with one of my worst .4s I could have possibly had. To be fair, you weren't too far off. You're still in October. It was still 2020. And I streamed on the 7th. Streamed? Streamed. That's weird. Why does that not sound like a word? No, I like the 441. And I like the 474, technically. I don't like this one, though. This is the only one I hate. Because it's just a joke. You've seen the endings, Jake. You know what I'm talking about. So I guess in a sense, all of them have just been very underwhelming. I always thought that .4 would be a very heavy time to go for, and every single one of the times have just been really, like, strange and like, wait, this was a 0.4? What the hell? Sort of thing. It's really strange. I just thought I needed to put up more of a fight like I am doing for the 0.3s, you know? To first get mine. The only thing that was wrong with the 474, I think, was the lap 1. The laps 2 and 3 were actually pretty clean. And the 441, the best thing about that as well is that it tied Unreal. And it was a very decent run overall. Nothing too overly bad. Nothing too overly good, but nothing too overly bad. And then the 443. It's generally worse. Except for that one. Oh. Smith tops by around 150. Keep going. Are you making sure that you're hitting the boost panels correctly before the end of the lap, Suitblade? That you hit both of them rather than just the first one and drift inward. Because with anything but... with most things but the spear, it would be faster to hit the 2 boost panels rather than the 1 and going on the inside. Okay, good. That was a good shroom. Hit both boost panels. Autocart uses jet setter primarily. Yeah, try hitting the both panels. Both boost panels. Because that would be faster. In fact, I can actually try and show you. Brief detour. Here. Obviously you can do a better turn than that, but still. There you go. Let's never do that again. Hitting both boost panels are slower. Are you sure? I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess, because you don't really have to think about doing much. It's just a way of playing the game casually, in a sense. Right, back to this. That was silly of me to do that. Hi, Sean. Still got the emotes, I see. Thought they ran out today. Or is this like the last day that you have them? And you won't have them anymore tomorrow? Why did I do that? It's just it was just a harsh right. How at midnight? Fair enough. Gonna make the most of them. PB now. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'm more optimistic about these runs though, to be honest, today. So there's a chance. And the driving was better earlier. It's kind of fallen just a tad. But it's better than yesterday. What would I be doing for the rest of the stream if I just PB'd now? Don't even know. Probably continue time trialing, to be honest. And by time trialing, I mean playing this track. Ugh. Downloaded Mystical March off the wiki and TT'd it, and it's a fun track to play. Cool. Don't even know what that is. Not by name anyways. Could get top 10 on Mushroom Bridge. And then get in the top 3 with you. Ugh. No. Rather keep playing this until I get a 0.2, to be honest. Have you tried the old Mushroom Bridge at all, Sean? The one where you don't have to hump the bridge for ages? You never tried it. Try it. I want to see how well you do at it. Could be a free BKT for you as well, actually. Humping the bridge takes skill, especially humping it fast then. Then I'm not going to get top 10. Or even top 3 or whatever. There's nothing to hump in this track, so I have no experience. Too greedy. I'm just timing it how I was taught to time it. I'm trying to. If I keep hitting the wall, then most of the time that's because I'm shrooming a bit late. The further right you are, the later it is. The shroom does need to be pretty close with Tyler's. To get a decent exit. Probably get a decent time on the old one. I mean, I used to hump the bridge the same way as David when I was like 6th worldwide. Cool. You'll have to get off when your parents come home, which is soon. Better get those auto runs soon then. Are you going to try going for anything more on that track now, Sean, or are you just done with second? I assume you you might push it down to like a sub, but it's up to you. You might, fair enough. You've had 1:34 pace on to lap 3, but crumbled. You still don't know how to do the lap 3 strat. Fair enough. Interesting. 135.1. Why is that in the way? There we go. It's in a complete wrong place. Wow, that's not how I wanted that to go. Why am I not holding this correctly all of a sudden? Thank you, Ron. You don't understand what you're doing there. Yeah, well, yeah. Perhaps you need to take a bit of time to analyze some runs and take a look what it does. Right, this is annoying me. Why are you not in the right place? Ugh. It's too far down. That's better. That's not. Fuck's sake. Yeah. That's annoying. Tits, that was looking so fine. I really... The first bit that I read about that sentence was the fine, and then I saw the tits, so it just looked like you just said fine tits just randomly in my chat. I don't know why. Fine ass titties. I wish. I don't know why I wish, but yeah. Whoa. This that was a good triple. 104, 670. 130 milliseconds from 10th. That's a 540. Ugh. I moved in that one. I had the right angle and I just twitched a little bit. You could see it, I think. Oh, fuck. It's too far behind. My timing was thrown off. Mm-hmm. Ah, crap. Shortcut is so precise. Because you can't take it too tight, but you can't go too wide either. It's really weird. Well, this is going well. Start of Boost Purgatory, my favourite place to be in anything ever. Nunchucked. Hey, Bradley. Tactics must really fuck you off at this point. Yeah. Especially the one at the end. Was the one at the end and the one at the beginning. And the one after the shroom. If I go that far over to the right. Can we watch your preview so you can see you fuck up the last corner lap 3 if you really want to? Shall I compare it with Nick as well? Don't forget Bradley is now here as well, so there's nothing stopping him from running ads. He might just happen to choose to do it at the very end. This whole game fucks me off, to be honest. Yeah? You've not seen my PB? I'm pretty sure you were there when I set it, right? It was the pizza conversation thing. I was just talking about the Spotify Premium for like 2 laps. Then realised that this was a decent pace, kind of semi-focused for lap 3. You can see why I'm doing the shroom like that. This was going to be 0.1 and then I just did that. This was a decent triple though. That was the best one. Best hairpin. The shroom was a little early. So I clipped the dirt a little bit there. But that was the best ending out of the lot. Not any better. Still a good entrance into the next turn. This triple mini turbo was the worst one of the lot. Decent hairpin, but I prematurely exited there. That shroom was good for what I was given there as an angle. And then, nah. You deserve a punishment for getting 1 BKT on Mushroom Peaks. Bradley's never had the BKT on Mushroom Peaks. That's actually more of a punishment, I'd say. Playing a dog shit track and just not getting the BKT for all the time that you invested in there. Of getting shorn. That's a weird sentence. Of getting shorn. It's like To Be or Not To Be by Shakespeare. Of getting shorn. That is the question. I haven't played this game in over a week, and it's been the best week of my life. That's good to hear then. You've been sleeping better, you've been having more fun with other things, I assume. It's not, but it's pretty high up there, fair enough. Stop complaining or run more ads. He did warn you. Don't say he didn't warn you. I'm fine if you run more ads, Bradley. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, by the way, I still stand on like the other thing. The thing that we used to do on MC3 about if we get to a specific lap. So if I get to lap 2, finish a lap 2, but then fail a run, then it's like, what did we say it was? A 90-second ad. And then if I finish a run entirely, then it's 180. Nah, Sean just asked for me to replay my PB. I compared it with Nick. And he didn't see the entire run because Bradley ran ads like halfway through. Or an ad. Yeah, the penguin suit thing. I said I would actually do that if I managed to beat Jimbo for my first 0.3. But it's very unlikely that that would happen. Phil Bradley on this thing. Chris Shaw, you know the penguin flying game on Wii Fit U, Bradley? Chris was witnessing me do that for the entire time. And he thought it would be a good idea. Like, he started making up this running joke of getting me a penguin suit and having me wear it on stream and playing the game with webcam on or something. And then he explained the idea to the chat. He explained the idea to the chat, and I was like, no, completely no. And everyone was just like, yes, yes, yes. And then, yeah, Lord Soup got the petition right on cue. There's a petition made for the whole thing and everything. And then, so I made an agreement and said, if I beat Jimbo's 118.332 as my first 0.3 and get European tops, and Chris Jaw is more than happy to pay for the penguin suit, I will not only do a stream where I wear the penguin suit on camera and do that godforsaken game, but I'll have my own little photo shoot, and I will send a selection of photos to the Discord channel, and then the best one I will use as my profile picture on everything. It's on Discord, on Twitch, on YouTube. 4 have signed. Oh, fuck. It's more than needs to. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the story. What do you think? Oh my god, yes. Oh, Sean signed it now too. That's why. $110 milliseconds? Oh, okay. You were saying what the time is. I thought that was the time that you just got, and I'm like, wait, what? But that is what you said it was earlier, right? How are you doing, by the way, Lord Soup? And Bradley. I don't think I asked either of you how you were doing. Or anyone, actually. How's everyone doing? You're alive. That's good to hear. You gonna do any more Wii Fit Plus soon? Or yeah, done your fill of the game for like the month or something? I don't know. Was it at least once? I am existing. Good, 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 good. For a minute I thought that you said, I am exciting. Yes, you are, Lord Soup. You are overly exciting. Oh, Bradley, I don't know if you're... Well, you should still be around because you only just answered me. I don't know if you knew this or not. Or if you figured this out or not, but I found out... I believe the reason why the hosts and raids aren't showing up sometimes is because Twitch has changed them in their recent update where they have to be more... It has to be a larger host or raid than 5 people. So the notifications will still show up on stream if anyone hosted, but I can't see it in chat or on the dashboard unless there's more than 5 people involved. And the last 2 streams that I've done, I've been hosted by Demon and then by EX Daniel, who had like way more than 5. Like Demon had like 30 odd people, which was nice. As you can see there, I'm pretty sure that was Sean hosting just in the corner just there, but it doesn't show up in chat at all. Figured it out now. You found out the other night. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It's good to know now. It's good to know. It's a pity, though. Because I could probably host you now and then, like, I just wouldn't get a little notification for it. Oh, they've been working on changing it. That's even better then. Never mind. Good news. I love change.org. Mario Kart Wii community to get Troy to do a Wii Sports stream. Why on earth is that on there? My favourite partition on change.org is... Should Little Britain get back on Netflix? Why should it be? In my opinion. Huh? I don't get it. I remember when that show was on TV. I used to watch it like really late at night. I'll be gone before 7:15 today. When is 7:15 my time? I think they're trying to make it so that you can choose on the amount of viewers a stream needs to have the notification pop up. Right. I think they're trying to make it so you can choose what amount of viewers a stream needs to have for the notification to pop up. That actually sounds good. I mean, unnecessary, but at the same time, actually like a pretty good idea, because that way then viewerless streams, like people wouldn't just stop by to host just to get like a shout out on stream, if that makes sense. Little Britain pales in comparison to Come Fly With Me. I haven't watched very much of Come Fly With Me. There's Chavis. Chavis hosting now. We said host too much. And Bradley. Host train, yay. 1:15 a.m. That's around about the time that I would stop stream anyways. Little Britain hasn't aged too well. Just kind of racy for the sake of it, yeah. No, I know what you mean. We watched some back in secondary school, and even there were a few aspects I think that were like, really, that's in the show. I think we didn't even watch too much of it. Watch it fully. We only watched clips. In my opinion, they should have done what they did on Disney Plus. Speaking of Disney, they've cancelled Disney shows on UK TV. Ooh. Like, entirely. Oh yeah, got good news. What's the good news? Oh, apparently so. Interesting. That's, I wonder why they've done that. I mean, I guess it's probably so that they could have like their own service to make people go to. Like Disney Plus or whatever that shit's called. What was that? That felt really strange. It looked really weird, it felt really weird, and it was a 232. What the shitbag. Hello, Zed. I will try and go, yes. Which was put alerts on... Wait. Which was put alerts on the start of their older program saying these viewers were appropriate when this program was made. These views were appropriate, which they could do on Little Britain and Come Fly With Me. Interesting. Work has approved my holiday to have my birthday week off. Sweet! Does that mean we're going to have a birthday special stream like you wanted? Am I going to have to be woken up at like 5 in the morning to join you in some shit? Yes, oh fuck. Well, as long as you bully Jacob into it as well, and the three of us can hang out and do something for a little bit, then that'll be fine. What? Not that early. Good. Well, as long as it's not too much earlier than like 12. But definitely doing one in the late afternoon or evening, that's fine. I don't think I can wake up before like 10. At the earliest. Average is like 11 or 12 now. That's just lockdown life. Hello Travis, by the way. I don't know if I said that already. But that means I got to get my 5,000 biddies for the 24-hour stream on that week. Maybe you don't even need to. If you ask me, that would be If you ask me, that would be appropriate since I find some of the jokes quite funny, even if they are a bit insensitive and racy jokes. Are meant to be laughed at. I can kind of understand that, but it doesn't mean that everybody's going to see it the same way, and that's probably why it got taken down. Don't worry, I struggle getting out of bed before 12. I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one. But somehow I've managed to be up for 10 days for the past 5 days. Before 10. Did I say for 10 days for the last 5 days? I swear I did. That's funny. That's good though. I don't know what that show is Soup played. I think like 25,000 people had signed a petition last time I checked to get Little Britain to come and come fly with me on Netflix. Decent amount. 25,000 people. It's like a good town or two's worth of people. You've signed the petition. Of course you have. Why wouldn't you sign the petition, Bradley? You're saving the link. Why? The petition's only a quarter of the thing, by the way. I still need to beat Jimbo. For that to even be thought of. Don't be like that. Don't be like what? It's a fair deal. I'll give the people what they want if I get what I want. What's wrong with that? Otherwise, people will have to go somewhere else to get what they want. Now, regardless of whatever it says on the petition, if I do happen to beat... Don't be a dick, Nunchuck. Thanks for that one. If I do manage to beat Jimbo's 332 as my first .3, then I'll do it regardless. Everyone, that's your cue to unfollow and leave. Oh. Oh my god. I almost thought that was a shadow paragraph just randomly in the midst of the chat there. Soup played. Can't read that in between things. That reminds me of, they've taken the show Taskmaster on English TV, or the British TV, I should say. And my dad and my sister really like that. It's usually on Dave. They recently put it on, Channel 4 now, I believe it's going there. Dave is a good channel, yeah. If I ever go downstairs to look on the TV, and it's either on the BBC News, Dave, or I think E4. E4 probably because of the, well, not really much E4 anymore because of because that the Big Bang Theory used to be on that, but since they obviously like slowed down with the series and eventually stopped it, don't really watch it that much anymore. Who hosted Top Gear before Dave? Probably the BBC, I would imagine. Pretty sure when like the series first aired, it would be on like BBC One or BBC Two, or whenever they had a new series, that is. And now and then Dave is where it would repeat. BBC Two, yeah. It's weird because Top Gear is still going. They've just changed the hosts. But like, in my mind, I can't get over the fact that it's like still going and they've just changed the hosts. To me, it's just like, Top Gear doesn't run anymore. They don't play it. American TV is a lot smoother. Never like seen any actual like American TV, but just American TV shows. Ugh. I really don't care for anything like reality shows or anything like that. And if I want to learn anything, I use the internet. Although you do have like some really informative TV shows on stuff here and there, but I just learn things on my own accord. If I wanted to know anything about history or like geography or something. At least these days, it used to be TV like that for me. That was good. That wasn't. Can't stand anything to do with like reality, like real people and shit. That stuff does my head in more than I can describe. I don't know why. I think if it's TV stuff, it has to be like comedy or films. That's another one as well. Film for... If there's any films on TV, then we'd watch them. I haven't watched a film on TV for a very long time. Yeah, it's... I just like question it, like who made the decision to make this sometimes. Film 4 is rather good. I haven't personally seen anything on there anytime soon, but I believe that's how my dad like spends some evenings, just scrolling through, seeing a movie on Film 4 and just deciding to watch it. You also get these other like some really low quality, I guess B-list, cheap movie channels, which have these really questionable low-budget movies on them, which is basically what I was trying to describe. And my dad and I'm pretty sure my dad just checks those channels out ironically sometimes, just to see what is there. That's the one, yeah. I should always remember, like, looking at anything on those films, that first of all, the TV channels themselves are just broadcasted at a lower resolution. So the image just looks terrible, and because we got, like, a bigger TV now, it looks even worse than it did before. And then there's always, like, these aspects of, CGI that are just badly done. Like, I remember constantly seeing where they move like something that CGI'd in as like a model, and it's not moving correctly how it displays. It's kind of sliding along a bit, and it just looks obviously not real. It's quite funny. Oh, take it easy then, Soup Blade. See you at some other point in time. Thanks for doing the TV chat, even though I didn't quite read what you said there. Do you know what time it is? Oh boy, what time is it? CBS reality for American horror documentaries. Oh, what the hell is my hand doing? 11:35. That is the time. Time to run ads. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, bastard. Why is that like that? There we go. Never fear, Bradley is here. I like that. Ah! I should probably get going as well, to be honest. Bye and good luck. Take it easy then, Soup. Oh. I have a chat with no soups in it. Before midnight. That's a first. Won't be talking for a while. Gonna drive a truck for a bit. That sounds super relaxing. If you can, Bradley, do me a favor and smash through Downing Street for me. Can find a way to get there, of course, if it's even in the game. I'm gonna have to do something too. You don't mind? I have to eat. That's a good idea. Smash through Westminster Bridge for us. Been a while since we had one of those attacks. I don't think that's in the game. It's just the motorways, god damn it. It'd be really interesting if you could just drive to your own house, or where your own house is, to see if how accurate the game has representing like where you live, or close to. Though I wouldn't do that on stream, obviously. That'd be a very silly idea. This is where I live, and how I've driven here from Paris. Video game maps based on Google Earth. Mario Kart maps based on Google Earth. Oh my god. Where on earth would this be located? I don't think it's located anywhere on Earth, because as we've established, this place has like 7 suns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's another one here actually, so it might be 8. Oh, God, camera. Yeah, no, 7. It is actually 7. I think they're clouds. I don't know why, but what's up with the urine-coloured sky? Oh my God. This is a very bright yellow on my TV screen, so I would be very worried if this was the colour of my urine. Or at least, not... Well, actually, no, not too worried. I know I need to drink some water at the very least. But it's like a... It's almost like a highlighter yellow. I swear. It reminds me, like, if you ever seen color, like, pictures of the surface of Venus, the sky is a very similar colour. So I would guess that this is on Venus, but then you have 7 suns, so... I don't know. Other guess is just that it's from a distant terrestrial planet in a massive star cluster somewhere. The light is such a potent yellow because it's diffracted from numerous suns. But I'm overthinking things. I don't want to be a part of this either way. That was a decent lap. I felt happy with that one. is up with this today. My hand is feeling very uncomfortable. Don't know why. I'm feeling very uncomfortable. I'm just like that. There we go, that's better. That's not... I was about to say this should be a 0.1 and then I just didn't get the mini turbo. Oh, it's interesting how that happens whenever I think of something. Wow. Why did I do that? I ruined that lap. Just randomly just jumping and just like, nope! Off I go into the dirt. Here I am. I want a bath. Give me it now. With sponges. Thanks. This is starting to annoy me now. There we go. Okay. Nice. Hello again, Jake. I didn't even know you had left. Apologies if you said that you were going for dinner. I wasn't paying attention. You didn't say. Oh, then. I didn't know. Don't like this run. Good. Die. There's your MC3 impression. Do 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 wow 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 wow. That's probably what Google Translate would say. Do 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 do. This is epic. No, 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 no. No, it isn't. Unless you're about to post something actually epic. Not me just going do 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 do. Can't even count the goddamn thing. Jake is a Mexican. Jake, can you make tacos? Hi, Lewis. I actually can. Oh boy. Taco stream with Jake? Question mark. He is definitely a Mexican. That's the test. My ultimate goal is to beat Lewis. What? Beat Lewis at making tacos? Oh, you got some competition now, Lewis. Torco? Are you sure it's Torco? Torco, not taco. I'm pretty sure it's taco. Torco. Torco? Torco. 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 Hmm. Didn't you say, Lewis, that like you one of your siblings or somebody made your Mii for you? And that's why it has like a strange design. LG? LG. Nah. Lewis is better than we'd ever be. Especially you, Jake. He's good. Luigi not playing MC3 on an LG monitor is punishable by death. I'm pretty sure Lewis used to play like on an old what you call it TV, the box ones. CRT TVs. The old box ones, yeah. I remember completely mucking up my grandma's old box TV by just holding up a magnet to it. It went like mental. Yeah, that's the one. I got told off so badly. But the TV... But it felt like I was tripping out watching the TV, so it's, you know... Yeah, no, if Lewis did come back and get like a 0.0... Even his current time now is currently out of your reach. And probably will forever be. Though I am pessimistic. Eventually you'll beat me, Jake. No! Don't give him support in this. He's not allowed to do that. If you have enough patience. No. Not allowed. For Christ's sake. Thank you, Lewis. No, you see what you've done now, Lewis? You put that impression in his head. Assume everyone can beat me if they're noticing where their mistakes are and keep practicing. Jake can't do that very well. So it's fine. Anyone could get 117 if they dedicate their life to MC3. I'm not going to get that. Even if I dedicated the rest of my miserable life to this track. It's not happening for me. And I'm definitely not beating Lewis either. So I doubt that Jake can by extent. Where did this conversation even start from? I don't even know. Hello, Matty, by the way. He made a huge mistake lap 2. He compensated for it well, though. Better than I ever could compensate for that. I'm pretty sure, like, Lewis's last lap on lap 2, his ending is still better than my best lap. Lap 2 ending with that mess up. You'll be able to get 117 if you actually played the track for 20 years. I'm not doing that. I really don't want to do that. And I physically don't think I'll be able to get 117. I think there are physical limitations that my hands will not allow me to drive that well. And I'm on the brink of that, to be honest, at the moment. I feel like people don't realise how much effort I'm actually trying to put into this sometimes. E-police are on their way. Don't worry. What's going on? I'm not being a liar. I'm not getting a 117. What the hell are you? I assume that's in the name of that. Just notch your controller. No! Not the notch controller conversation again. It's like the third time this week that I've spoken about notch controllers. Oh my god. What is this? Didn't realise that was a thing. Don't worry. Don't worry. You didn't know. Yeah, no, we've had we've had like a lot of I've had a lot of in-depth discussion about notching controllers and stuff on stream. I think even just yesterday we had a bit of a discussion about it. Notching controller wouldn't even work all the time if someone just soft drifts like Scorpy does. Because Scorpy, if you take a look at Scorpy's inputs, he doesn't hold the analog stick to the side of the octagon. He pretty much plays along the x-axis entirely, and only partly holds down the analog stick, either to the right or the left. And actually, that is the more optimal way of playing. If you can learn how it feels to soft drift in that manner, and just hold the analog stick partly in one direction, even if you still use the left to right angles on the octagon, but just hold them partly in that direction, and it's more optimal than like holding it to an edge and notching the controller. I, on the other hand, cannot do that. I have to be either all or nothing to the edge of the controller. So I guess notching would make some sense to some degree, but I don't want to do it, and I actually can get by feeling where I am on the controller anyways, if that makes any sense. Don't know what I'm saying. What has Lewis said? Why are there so many paragraphs today? What is happening to you right now is happening to everyone which is playing at a higher level. The growth of the learning curve flatten at some point, and this is where noticing where your mistakes are is crucial. Yeah, that's true. But I know where my mistakes are, which is good. It's mainly my ending still, as I'm sure you're aware, Lewis. I think actually that's a common place for most people to mess up. I know that's where me and Jake lose time the most. And depending on how I re-entered laps 2 and 3, for me it's the beginning as well. I know with I can recognize other people's mistakes as well. With Fatality, it's the shroom. And Scorpy, I think, has some issues still with the shroom, but he's pushed all the way down to a 0.1 now, so he's like really in there. Lewis has been on the worldwide tops for 6+ years. Impressive, but I won't believe you until you use any of Sean's Mii's. What? No. No. We don't need that to happen. Yeah. Lewis has been up there for a while. What you have to remember is that Lewis's time was once second, and it's now 8th. Lewis once had world record, and he's now 8th. I guess I'm focusing on the negative side. I don't like how much the time has just gotten a lot stronger on this track. I lose about 0.2 per lap on the shroom plus ending plus alignment into lap 2 and 3. That's pretty much where I used to mess up, bar the shroom, I think. It was shroom exit, ending, alignment, beginning. The middle section of the track is always the section that I could kind of do well, it seems. If you're able to show a clip at all to Lewis, Matty, then he'd be able to help you and give you pointers as to what you're doing in comparison to what Well, what you should do in comparison to what you're doing. I could technically as well, but it would just be recycled from Lewis's feedback he gave me once upon a decade ago or whatever. I don't believe I was ahead of my time. I had plenty of free time back then. It's true. It's the same with Tyler. That's why Tyler also kind of pioneered that track in the way that he did. And I think a lot less people were that into time trials at the time. So the worldwide tops collectively were a lot weaker. Given the fact that you have a... Given the fact that you are now able to have like a decently monitored leaderboard system that Bean has implemented, which is almost as accessible, if not easier to access than the original WFC leaderboards. It makes more sense as to how things have kind of expanded there since then. Plus, I think just the what is it? The ability of the higher end players as a whole has just been pushed down collectively by more than one player. So you've got a lot of people up there now. And I think the time trial scene has a lot of interest from people who are promoting it, like Nick. I won't be able to give you a clip, so you'd have to download my run, but don't, it's bad. I will download your run. Although you would have to tell me what time it is. And I'd have to download it on my other SD card. It's probably a lot more hassle than it is worth to do on stream, but if you are okay with it, Matty, I could download your run, record it, and then either give you feedback myself, or can hand the video as an unlisted link on YouTube to Lewis, and he could take a look at it. If you're looking to improve, though, it's not worth it otherwise. A 118.920. That's good. Good for a start. You guys idolize me way too much. I appreciate it, but I believe you guys really do put me on a pedestal. That's what I keep trying to tell Souplate. You can do it if you wanted to. I'm more than happy to, if you wanted me to. Yeah, you see, I think Souplate, you're a good example of being inspired to time trial by other people that kind of pioneer the aspect. In the same way that Nick has been kind of promoting the time trial aspect with his new video series, and you know, you also got Luke and Vincent, Logan, like loads of people who actually time trial just stream their attempts on Twitch, and they get quite popular. I'd guess I would fall them into that extent. So you're kind of just there because, you know, it's giving you the motivation to do it. So it makes sense. I played for like a few hours one day and got 118, then stopped because I got the sub. I've been meaning to head back. Fair enough. I wish I could say I did that, but I actually had to grind for the sub. I could definitely do that now. Yeah, and that's why I feel kind of, I guess, kind of similar to Lewis. Kind of feel like you idolize me a little too much for that. But it's nice to know that you've got into something. But I don't need to be held accountable for that. Because at the end of the day, it was you that made the decision to play the game. Regardless of what influenced you to do it. Here's a link to the run. I will save that. Tits, that looks really nice. I don't know why, but that, just you saying that is quite funny. 927. Oh. I think I've set a 927 before. Once upon a time. Yeah, you see, that's the reason. It's not a valid opinion, in my opinion, but you know. I think you already have sent me a link. Sue played a long time ago. I've never been able to look at anything in time though. Take it easy then, Lewis. Thanks for stopping by. Apologies for talking about your time a lot, I guess. But hey, it's good to have you around. I appreciate it. Has Jake already started failing PBs? Oh, he actually PB'd. That's interesting. Let's see what happened. You're still playing Ghostless. And your doubles still need work. Oh no. Oh no, that finish was less than optimal. 379 though. 235068375. No, 076, sorry. 379. Not bad. You're ahead of Bint now. Your lap 3 was all over the place though, with that. Entrance was good. That was alright. Double was not good at all. That hit the dirt and it was super late. Hairpin was late. Shroom was slightly far to the right and slightly late. Good exit for what you were given though. Good second turn for what you were given. Last turn was late and you hit the dirt and went too far to the left. You worked well with what you were given though. You gotta give yourself some leeway. That, for what you were given in that run, you dealt with it really well. Like this double was not optimal and yet you kind of finished it off decently. Same with the shroom. You send you all the way to the left. And it's same with the last turn. Well done. Keep going. You got that quicker than I did, so... And that's probably faster than what I'm going to be able to manage myself. When I get my first 0.3. Crash my stream while I'm here now. Yeah, you got to give yourself some leeway. I'll open that up here as well. Oh, damn it. I refreshed the thing, of course I did. Ah, my overall amount of views is 18,315. If you had 118,315, then that's Fox's PB on this track. I wasn't playing with the sound on. I was just watching the run back. I didn't actually know you even had mic on, to be honest. What else did it say? My lap 2 was hot garbage, but everything else was alright. I will take a look at your run when I can, if I can, Matty. If I remember. Did you not say that you have a condition that makes you hold the controller awkward? If so if that's true, a 118.4 alone with that is kind of nutty. Is that aimed at me or aimed at Jake? For me, then, yeah, I have dyspraxia, which means that I pretty much have a really tight grip and really harsh movement on my analog stick. It's why you can hear the analog stick quite prominently in the background. It's because I'm moving it quite harshly. So most people would probably be able to, like, you know, not go ham and just grip the controller really tight and just kind of hold it softly and, you know, be able to move around a lot easier. But for me, it's like full on hard grip, as if I'm like trying to hold onto a cliff face or something, you know what I mean? Or almost like that. It's very firm. And an extent of that is that I get these sores on my hands, mainly on the left. So I have a rag that I put between my palm and the controller, and then two finger sleeves on my middle and ring finger. You've beaten a fully able person like me by over a second, if that's consolation. Yeah, no, I've done that with a lot of people actually. If you think about half the UK top, you've got Tom in there, Ace, Daniel, Sean Tanney, and Unreal. There's two nunchuck players in that mix. And if I got this time in 2016, this 118.434, that would be the UK record. We just ignore the fact that Jimbo improved his PB once the database was up and then Luke did all the shit that he did. Then yeah, early 2016, that would be UK record. I definitely don't entirely undermine myself for it, but I know what you mean. Like, I kind of look at it as more of a hindrance than something to be proud of. When to some extent I am kind of proud of it. In a way. I accept it as a difference and... UK record and not Totem Euro record on Waluigi Stadium all them years back. Yeah. That counts. It counts. completely don't count Totem entirely. If you think about it, then technically I have the not Luke, not Scorpy, not Fatality, not Jimbo UK record. Or the, oh my god, the not Luke, not Dane, not Scorpy, not Kenny, not Roy, not Fox. Wait, I've missed one. Not Fox, not... Shit. Not Steve, not... No, I've missed like several there. Hold on. God, what's the UK tops again? Not Luke, not Dane, not... Not Luke, not Dane, not Scorpy, not Kenny. Oh, Fatality's up there as well. Not Luke, not Kane, not Kane. Who's that? Not Luke, not Dane, not Scorpy, not Kenny, not Roy, not Fatality, not Fox, not Steve, not Jimbo. No, that's only 9 people. Who else is up there? Who the fuck else is up there? No, I can't do it by memory. I have to look it up. I'm missing one person. I'm going to flip because it's super obvious. Bjorn! Oh, of course. So I have the not Luke, not Dane, not Scorpy, not Kenny, not Roy, not Fatality, not Bjorn, not Fox, not Steve, not Jimbo, not Lucas, not Thomas, not Rainier, not Dashy. European record. That's actually also something that I only just noticed. I'm the fastest 0.4. I have the fastest 0.4 in Europe currently. That's interesting. That's something, I guess. I don't know. The fastest 0.4, that's a PB, of course, though. And yeah. The not Luke, not Scorpy, not Fatality, not Jimbo UK record. Oh god, dare I do the worldwide tops? I don't fucking know what that would be. I don't want to even attempt it. This is like if I had to describe what procrastination was, this would be it. People would unironically say that too. Funny to look back. That's really funny. There you go. Jordan, I'm expecting you to go around and tell everybody that I have the not Luke, not Dane, not Scorpy, not all that shit European record. Just remember all of them off by heart and say it really quickly. It's such a stupid thing. In that order too, yeah. So that's actually cause you got Thomas was now 11th, Rainier is 12th, Dashi 13th. Yeah, I'm 14th European now, I think. Unless there's some other times I'm unaware of on the players page. If I was good enough at the track and tops weren't so crazy, I'd have American tops here. You'd also have to hope that like barely anybody in America played the game. 119 is a good target. That's what I first started with on this track. American tops are super strong. If you think about it, Matty, I think. Wait, I've got the website. No, I don't have the website up. I believe 10th. Yeah, 10th American at the moment is like a 232 or something. Or 220 something is a 10th American. But this earlier last year, the worldwide tops were at like a high 2, so like 270, 260 region. So within less than a year, the American tops have become stronger than what the worldwide tops were. Same regarding the European tops on this track. The European tops is now a low 0.3, but the same like 2 years prior, what the European tops are now is what the worldwide tops would have been 2 or 3 years before. Oh god. Right, back to this. You specifically want to beat Asterix. Is Sean's time faster than Frost Buelle's first ever sub 120 or not? Because if he isn't, then I want you to go for Frost Buelle's first ever sub 120 time. Scorpy? Soup played. Yeah, Scorpy. God. Get good at the goddamn track. Beat the 120, damn man. What am I doing? Yes, I believe so. Okay then. And go for it. Anyways, I need to go. Good luck on future attempts. Thank you, Soup Blade. I will try and put your luck to good use. But my optimism for this session, at least, has faded away. One day you want me to critique my PB. I could probably do that if you have a way of showing it to me. But there's not really too much I could probably tell you with a 120 time. Other than to, like, drive better. I don't really know. It'd be better if you gave it to Lewis. Because I'm quite used to how I drive. Or how this would drive. I could probably still do it, but it's just, I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh, if that makes sense. I guess. Because I would critique it as if it was a run of mine, in a way. probably. Hey, thanks for that. Would you want to do my PB on this stream or in your own time? I could do it on the stream if you want. But I would have to get it up on my other SD card if you wanted me to do it on stream. Either way, if I did it in my own time as well, I'd have to get it on my other SD card because all of the times on this system would just push it off. That was going to be a good triple. My mind is made up. Okay. My first sub, I want to be as fast or faster than Forest Bules. Okay, I need to go. Take it easy then, Soup Plate. See you again, as always. I'll be in stream for the rest of it. I'm pretty sure. I'm just doing some homework. Awesome. Probably not really much is going to happen. I've lost my optimism for the rest of the session. But we'll see. That's how my PBs come about. I'm just like, yeah, nothing's happening, and then they just set them. It's really weird. They just come around when I least expect them, so this could happen, but you never know. You never know. If I were to play another track, it would only be for half an hour. And I still feel like there could be. There's a slight chance that something could happen on here. It was a good suggestion. Yay, point one. Yeah. Hello, Will. Sorry again, but a friend constantly wants to voice call recently, so I had not gotten a chance to see the streams. Hello. It's alright. Voice calling with friends is always a good thing to do. But it's nice to see that you finally got the time to pop in, my friend. Hope you're doing alright regardless. Sounds like you were kind of annoyed with it, in a way. I don't know. Ugh. Trying to get back to bed early recently, that's also makes sense. It's also why a lot of people that usually be here aren't here that often. Like Offie, Sean, you, Sweetie probably again. It falls under that category. You're doing good. That's good to hear. was a private chat, and after a certain time nothing happens and it all goes quiet because we don't know what to say. Yeah, I've been in some of those before. I remember when there was just like a Skype call that me and a friend did from secondary school did once. And we were literally sat in there for 2 hours straight, not talking, like barely talking to each other, just in silence, just doing our own thing from our respective like homes. Literally just in a call with each other in silence. And that's just the way that, like, that's just the way that friends from school would work, I guess, really. Like, we would all just get in a call with each other. And that was like the weekend for me. It's back in the day when I used to play Minecraft with them all there. We'd do that, but if we weren't playing the game or doing anything together like that, then, you know, we were just sat there doing nothing. It was strange. Like, I'm sure there would have been other things that I could have actually done, like homework or going outside. Or actually walking around their house to spend time with them in person, because we were literally just like around the block from each other. Fuck homework. To be honest, I was terrible at doing homework. People think that I'm really organised and that I'd always do things really well these days. Like with studio stuff, and then with my volunteering when I was doing that as well. But no, I was just like, I can't do. I hate doing this. And I barely ever do it. Do you ever get those summer reading packs? Oh my god, like, I think so. I think it was, for me, I think it was mainly in primary school, where we had to take like several books that the teacher would give us, and then we'd have a fucking journal, and we'd have to read all of them by the summer holiday, and then write like a report on them or some shit like that. Oh, I just don't like reading in general. There's only like 2 or 3 books that I've ever really enjoyed reading by myself, I swear. Or at least when I was younger. And I chose them by myself. I was never handed them. I was only ever good at English and art, so I never had a problem doing reading, writing problems. But fuck maths and science, absolute worst. You know, something that was really interesting is I had to do a booster, sort of like when I was moving up to secondary school. I had to do like a summer school for maths at my secondary school, based for pretty much the entire summer holidays, because my grades were a lot worse, like not good enough for starting secondary school level. But somewhere, I don't know how, but just at some random point in the middle of secondary school, it just changed. It was just like one day I was like, yeah, and now I'm good at maths or something. Like, I don't know what it was, but I suddenly just developed an eye for doing maths, and just a way of just suddenly figuring out all of the problems quite quickly, and the way to do the equations and stuff. I just suddenly kind of understood it, and my potential grade went from like, I don't know, a D all the way up to an A or A star, just out of nowhere. And I was like, whoa, this is cool. And then, yeah. And I remember actually being like, oh, hey, I'm actually kind of good at maths now. And my teacher was like, oh, hey, you're kind of good at maths now. And then I did the actual exam, and it was one of the hardest exams ever. Like, I swear, on the news they said, yeah, the exam creators have been criticized because this maths exam was actually a fucking tricky piece of shit. But I barely missed a B grade. Like, I swear I was like 3 marks off a B grade, and my teacher really wanted me to do it again so that I could get my grade. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that shit again. What are you talking about, mate? I've done my justice. I know I was good at maths, but I'm moving on now. I can do the thing that I actually want to do, which is music. Yes. Also, I got into music by complete mistake. Or like, as like a second choice even, because I wanted to do... I'm a very creative person, specifically in secondary school, because it was a creatives arts academy that I went to, secondary school wise. So I did art and music as GCSE, but I think I wanted to do photography, which is why if you look on my Instagram, you've got all these pictures that I've taken when I go out on walks and stuff with like a DSLR. Because I just genuinely find it quite therapeutic, and I thought it would be quite good to do that. But the course was incredibly popular in my school, and so I didn't actually get onto the course because I didn't back when I was doing GCSEs. I didn't actually have a proper DSLR. I just had like a little tiny Nikon pocket camera, the little blue one that they always advertised on the TV or something all the time, and it annoyed the crap out of me, that one advert, because you'd see it all the time. So I did geography instead, and that was actually my highest graded GCSE, which is interesting. My teacher was really good for geography though. Like, I don't know why people like argue this a lot of the time, but I genuinely think that because my class was very small, and the way that the teacher actually taught the class was really unique, and he was really just like inclusive with everybody. I tried making sure that, you know, everybody fully understood in a way that it was actually made sense. Like, you just I got so involved in it. I also remember when I went to like on a geography trip to the Yorkshire Dales, and I was both sweating and shivering at the same time while my friend was openly talking to me about the types of porn that he liked to watch for some reason, just while we're hiking up a mountain in the rain. I was like, well, it's one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had in my life. I wouldn't have had that if I did photography. Ah. Oh, what did I miss on reading chat? Let's take a look. You were there for like 5 hours or something. My God. We had to answer comprehension questions on books over the summer. Yeah. I have a week and a half to get something huge done. It's been painful knowing that. Yeah. You just want to have time to yourself, you know, in the summer holidays and everything. You don't want to read fucking books. No one wakes up like when they're on a beach in Cyprus and be like, oh boy, the sun is shining, it's a crisp 36 degrees Celsius, the ice cream man is arriving right on time, I'm gonna stay in my hotel room and read this fucking book. That's something I never did, actually. I went to Cyprus, the book stayed at home. My parents didn't even enforce it. At least while we were on holiday. Year 8 or year 9? That sounds like a pain. Oh boy, 3 AM, time to read my book. Oh boy, I can't sleep. Guess I have to read some more. I genuinely feel like I would sleep better if I read purely out of boredom, though, for the most part. What else was I saying? Seen. I was quite mentally and emotionally late as a child, so I never understood things until like a good year or two later. My maths teacher only liked me because he got to flirt with my mum during the parents' evening. That's a really interesting way for someone to like someone else. So I guess I had that, I guess. I got C's across the board at GCSE, surprisingly. Traditional boy talk. It's just, I think it was just like one friend. He was just so randomly open about everything, and I was just so. There's a thing as well, because at first you wouldn't expect it from the type of person he was. You would think he was quite enclosed and secretive, I guess, which is kind of more like what I was. I just wouldn't really talk much about things like that. But no, he was just unbelievably open, and it was the point that I had to have that for like 5 years, where it just I just created this way where it just wouldn't even surprise me. I would kind of question why he was telling me that sort of thing, but like it would just be like not even surprised. Oh boy. My mum is an ex-actor. I actually keep that on the down low though. Extrovert and introvert, yeah. Not them films, I'm afraid, but she did nude scenes though. I saw why that was randomly there. I thought you meant actor as in like stage actor before I saw Will just casually say yummy just there. Like a pantomime ad or a play actor. That's the first thing that pops into my mind actually whenever I see actor. She was an actual actor, like film and shit, right? Right, even. I see. That's actually impressive then, like films and TV stuff, acting. The type of actors that I admire the most. Won't open up on who exactly, but I do admire some of the drama stuff that gets produced in TV and stuff. Oh, just had bread. Oh, it was a completely different thing altogether. Oops. That's chill. Chill. Good. We're on the same page. I draw naked or lewd caricatures. That's a weird word. For money, so I guess that kind of intertwines. I guess so. So you were just making sure out of your own, like, benefit, like your own impression of it, I guess. If someone said it, yeah, there you go. Especially during the pandemic. Well, there's not really much else for you to do, I guess. Need to get a video done for tomorrow because I don't want to miss a week. Good to get it done then. What on earth? What is this blue? I guess this is like something that only involves you two. Although Jordan doesn't look like he knows what you're on about either. Oh, maybe wrong chat. Probably. Among Us stuff. Right. Is Bradley playing Among Us again? Actually, Bradley said he was doing Euro Truck Simulator. I usually get people kind of look at me funny when I say that, though. Was I typing in stream chat? Oh, Matty's actually playing the game and he's typing in the chat. Yes, you were. So I'm not surprised, but it's not that uncommon. Yeah, I get what you mean. That's really funny, though. It's Matty just playing Among Us. Just... It's probably less than 10 more minutes on stream for me. But it's all good. The scariest thing that I will ever hear is hearing the MC3 theme being sung down the train carriage as you're running for your life. Now, I still can't get over that dream actually happened. You actually jumped off the train as well, Will. You were that desperate to have it stop. Yeah. It was like one of those Southern Rail trains or whatever, the stupidly long ones. I remember escorting my friend to that train, and she decided to walk all the way to the goddamn front of where the train is, and it's like 12 carriages long. So me choosing to walk all the way up to the platform with her to the front of the train to then walk back down the length of the platform across the station all the way to the other side, because that's where my train was. Obviously I missed my train. And it was the hottest day of the year at the time as well, so I was waiting for like 50 minutes in this really stuffy, sweaty waiting room. I don't know why I didn't choose. Well, actually, no. It was cooler inside the waiting room than it was outside because it had air conditioning. Last year, yeah, this was last year. I went with my friend into Reading, actually, into the town centre. So we're walking around the shops for a little bit. It was a really pleasant day other than just having to wait in the heat. I live close to, not gonna disclose exactly where, but before the pandemic, I would actively catch the train in every Friday. It's not too much of a travel away, it's literally just a train away. What else was I What's red here? Ghost is on the leaderboards now. Sweet. I'll take a look at it if you are alright with that. Here's the thing. If they are the same body type and the same sounding train, then it's an Electro Star. Ooh. Southern Electro Star, probably. It was the ones with the doors at the front and the back, I think. Oh, now I just completely don't remember. I'm two stops away from Reading. Depending on the type of train, that's actually roughly where, like, how far I would be, I think. I don't need to change train to get there, but I know. I don't, like, I know it's just, like, not the first, it's not the first stop, but obviously it's not the main thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I've just, you can tell I just gradually sort of drifted off by my train of thought, excuse the pun. I'm pretty sure we spoke one time, Jordan. Exchanged whereabouts we were both located, like on Discord or something. I think you're just the opposite side of Reading to me, somewhere. Too many trains have doors at the end. I mean, what you said, I know generally. I can generally know where you are. Past streams, what you said to me. Yeah. That would make sense. You could probably figure it out as well, Will, if you just looked at some of the pictures or some of the videos that I uploaded where I have things in the background. In, like, the real world, you'd probably be able to figure out where it is quite easily. I don't mind you knowing. Because trains, yeah. I don't mind you knowing where I am, though. But it's just, you know, general safety, internet things. You never know who's out there. I've had people threaten to track me down and break my wrist over the internet before. So there's that to be aware of, right? I don't know. I still feel like, actually, Will, one day I will be catching a train somewhere that you would be on. Yeah. I mean, I'm not entirely clear on what train I specifically am talking about. I just say the destination because Reading's such a huge fucking place. Could come from literally anywhere. Oh, I've technically given away where my friend might be. I've just realised that by indicating what type of train they get on. Especially the Rail Enthusiast UK community. I keep what town I don't live in. Wait, especially in the Rail Enthusiast UK community when I keep what town I don't live in. Wait, so does that mean you state that you are in a different town? I mean, that actually kind of makes sense. Oh, you don't say anything. There you go. Well, then that's logical, I feel. For anyone who lives with a life somewhere on the internet. Anyways. It's 1 o'clock. I'll go for one more lap one if I can make one. Didn't see that mistype, fair enough. Don't worry about it. It's more me not being smart enough to figure out it was a mistype. Why did you shroom? Okay, I'll just carry on playing until I get nunchuck then, I guess. Sometimes I provoke that I live in a certain part of the city where the other side from where I really live. I guess that's kind of what I say with Reading. Or similar. Otherwise I'm mute. Zip. Zipped. Zipped. That's a really fun word to say. Zipped. I'm actually going to stop now. This is kind of just getting a bit irritating. But I've played solidly for nearly 3 hours, so I think that's deserving of a rest from now, huh? Take a look on the leaderboards then. Do 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 do. Oh well. I was optimistic about that session. It's a pity it didn't quite turn out the way that I wanted it to. But we have some of those sometimes, huh? It was better than yesterday's session. Yeah, and it should happen soon. If I can just sit down and concentrate enough, then it should happen. I think what I need to do actually is maybe stream and play a little bit earlier. Just a little bit earlier in the day, because I do kind of try and play a mixture of other things earlier in the day, other tracks, kind of just to warm up. And I tend to drive a bit better. Maybe it might be worth changing the time, if that makes any sense. What day is it now? Is it Sunday today? Yeah, it's Sunday. So if I just do it earlier on in the day, then it'd probably be better for people to come in and stop by as well. Spend more time and there'll be more people talking. I don't have to be as responsive, I guess. Thank you, Jordan. Thanks for stopping around as normal. Take it easy, my friend. See you again when I see you. Oh! Jake overtook Kenny's time. I remember seeing Kenny drive this time. It was like one of the last cooking streams that I did. I had my tablet set up and I was watching Kenny just play this run while I was on stream, and I remember him setting that. And that was European tops. He got that as a European top time. And Jake's beat it. Oh wait, where's no bro? 232, 235. So he's like 2 milliseconds slower. 088, 068. It's a couple milliseconds ahead. 052. 0786 even. Consistent split wise at least. Don't know if Jake's still here. Jake, if you're still here and if you can hear me, I'm going to look at your run now. Just in case you wanted to know. Let's take a look. I'll watch it 3 times in comparison to Jake's old PB, Bint's PB, and then Nobuo. Oh no, that's not a good beginning. Ah yes, the late last turns are still very prominent. And the slow doubles. I can see why he doesn't like this one. It's a lot less consistent than his previous PB. He's gonna ever so slightly cut ahead of it at the hairpin, I think, and hairpin and shroom. Weirdly, that double was on par with his previous PB. There you go. It's just his boost panel alignment that really cost him time there. That could have been a midpoint 3 if he just hit the further right of it, but otherwise that ending was about as good as his previous PB. Let's take a look at Bint now. Only 10 milliseconds difference, and they're practically going to be tied going across the line. Yep, definitely slow double. Because Bint's double is quite slow too, I believe. That one was better. That looked a little hesitant on the hairpin. That's why he ended up further to the left. Oh yeah, Bint has the redrift in there, which means Bint's ending is technically better. So he's going to catch up here. Obviously because of the boost panel alignment. Yep, there you go. Both of them had a really bad alignment. That's interesting. Right, now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Comparing Jake to Nobuo. Constant favourite because they drive very similar. I keep telling Jake to drive against this time. It would help him if he can stomach playing a ghost. Never does it though. Just not willing to put the time into doing that. He improves still without it, but it's just His driving still stays how it is. Yeah, that's a terrible beginning. And the doubles are terrible too. He catches up in this section because Nobuo just jitters around at the end. Although that was interesting. Too far to the left. A wheelie turn there. This doubles the worst of the run. That's literally going to get Nobuo right back up again. He's lost it now. There you go. It's his alignment. He could have beaten Nobuo if he got a better alignment. That's stupid. Well, there you go. That's it from me for tonight. That's a pity. But yeah, what can you do? I might consider doing an earlier stream tomorrow. See if that would help. Or I might just do some offline attempts. Because I'm usually able to kind of just sit down and focus a little better earlier on in the day. So maybe that could be a thing that I could try doing as well. Who knows? Anyways, we don't have very many people here. And I didn't get raided today. This is the first time in 2 days that I have not been. So I will host someone tonight. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Whether Bradley's still going or if someone else is doing something else. Yeah, I did the comparisons. Your endings is where you lost it all. You could have got a midpoint 3, but the the alignment was all the way off to the left. Your doubles were also still slow. But you work well with what you got, like I keep saying. I see why you hate it. It's a lot more all over the place than your previous PB. But as I keep saying, you work well with what you had. I guess in a sense you can kind of understand why I don't like my run, because in a way it's similar-ish. Not really, but like, yes. Nick's streaming. I don't usually get an opportunity to host Nick, so I'm going to host Nick. I think today. Lap 2 was solid, yeah. You genuinely drove quite good in comparison to Nobuo. Anyways. That's all I have to say. I am done for today. I don't have anything else to really comment on. Don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I might try streaming earlier, or I might try doing some offline attempts. Because it was better before I got into the depth of the stream. I feel like I might just focus more on reading, chat, and interacting than actually trying to drive attempts, and it kind of puts me off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's very hard to tell. Either or. That's me done. I'll host Nick. Wish him all the best of luck in his FFA. Jake, tell him about your PB, because I'm sure he'll be so wholesome and kind about it. And, yeah. I will see you when I see you. Whether I stream tomorrow or sometime later. Take it easy. Good night. Etc. etc. etc.